Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking about the worker shortage that has been going on. This is going on up in Canada too. It's not just the US. They are now projecting a workplace resignation boom because the people out here that are working shorthanded are burnt out. They are burnt out. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Global News, May 16th, 2021. A workplace resignation boom may be looming. Here's why. After burning the candle at both ends before the COVID-19 pandemic and for months during the lockdown and restrictions, people that have been out here working have had enough. This is North Vancouver. This is a woman. She's a mother of 3. She's stepping back from her job and running operations and marketing at her husband's technology company to spend more time with her family. I was so tired and burnt out, but I probably wouldn't have used that language until after I started the break. I thought I was doing fine, she told Global News. When you're used to being really busy and then you stop, a lot of things come to the surface, things that you haven't dealt with in a long time, emotions, curiosities, and new interests that you have, passions that you had, but you forgot about. In the fall, as her time out from the workforce solidified. So, these are people, they got kids to raise, they got other things that have, that are important in their life. So now, during the pandemic, they said 130,000 people left the workforce. This is up in Canada, according to Statistics Canada. It meaning that it have opted to stop working and are no longer seeking employment. So you remember in the US, I told you a lot of women were leaving the workplace. Well, those women are now focused on raising their kids and educating their own kids. The labor market experts warn of a looming resignation boom because employees in Canada and the US who have been contemplating an exit have largely held off. But as workplaces shift and there's a better sense of what the next phase of work look like, that pent up attrition is the beginning. So according to Canada Center for Policy Alternative senior economist David McDonald, there has been 2 huge spikes of people leaving the labor pool, one in March 2020 and another in September 2020, which coincides with the return to school. In 2021, women have been leaving in higher numbers than men, except in April, where the situation reverses. He said in an email to Global News, whether it's because of burnout, the need to care for family members or a desire to reskill and make a career change. A wave of resignation is in the mail, according to employment lawyer and HR consultant Laura Williams. Mm-mm-mm. The pandemic. Okay, let me just start that over. The pandemic has caused a lot of individuals to really become introspective with respect to all aspects of their life and certainly to work, Williams said to Global News. Her advice to employers who will need to manage and increase the number of people who wish to leave is to clearly communicate how conditions at work are going to change, as well as how expectations will shift in the next normal. Right now, business leaders aren't doing an effective job, in my observation, of giving the workforce a sense of where things will land with respect to flexibility, she said. A lot of employees feel they're in the dark. Williams said employers should make clear the potential for hybrid work assignments, if that's possible, as well as what work assignments and safety considerations will be in place. For example, if there are plans of a staggering return to the office, how will that be executed? She continues, flexibility and how and where they work will be crucial for employees juggling the demands of home life and a greater burden of caring for family members during rolling lockdowns and restrictions, because more are coming, no matter what these delusional people in the US say. And after more than a year of neglect or changing workplace culture, Williams point to the need to help employees feel more connected, especially if they suddenly shift to remote work. By focusing on communication, flexibility, and repairing company culture, she says employers may stem. Okay, so they're just talking about making the workplace safe and more comfortable for employees in order to keep them. That's pretty much what she's saying. She recommends giving notice in person via video as opposed to simply sending a text or email. You may encounter your boss and colleagues in the future throughout your career, she notes. So it's best to leave on, the best terms possible, Williams said. And simple and positive messaging to explain why you're leaving goes a long way to avoid burning bridges. And they're talking about people that have gone on hiatus. Mm-mm-mm. So, you know, it, I looked last week and the women leaving the workplace is still on the rise in America. A lot of them are just electing to be home with their families and not work anymore. And a lot of times, these are couples at one point in time, both of them had jobs and the kids went to school during the day, they worked. Well, we don't have that anymore. We don't have that. And back in March 2020, a lot of those jobs that left, they're never coming back. So you, even if you employed everybody, you still don't have all the businesses that you once had in 2019. So the economy is a mess. Believe me, it's a mess up in Canada too. It is bad and it's not getting better. And it's not going to get better, y'all. These folks will not accept the fact that this ain't coming back fully. It's not. You got the whole country open now, and you're still complaining about all these shortages and people aren't applying for jobs. And some of the jobs out here, even the restaurants and hotels, they're saying absolutely nobody is coming in to apply. That says a lot. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.